it was Reagan, and then like two other guy friends. We were talking about how I was like so ladylike. Like I do the most ladylike things. I only act like a lady. And then I took a sip of my water. Fuck, do I have water in here?
Yeah,
Maybe I can do it for the mic. Ready? I sound like a bird. And one of them looks to me and like, that's so ladylike, Chandler.
So ladylike.
Hello and welcome to the It's Just Blood podcast.
Welcome.
We're back with another episode. Ladies, please, no exposed shoulders. If you've got boobs, sorry, V-necks are going to be a no for you. Skirts must be down to the ankles. And boys, just don't wear baggy clothes.
Oh, right.
That's
of
it.
course. Of course.
Yeah. Do we have a show for you today? We all grew up with going to school with dress codes.
Yeah.
Right? We all know it. We are very pissed off at it a lot of the time. Little did we know those dress codes would extend into our lives after graduation.
Yeah.
After you're done with school.
God
you know,
damn it.
from wearing a bra or not to yelling about pocket sizes. This episode's got it all. Well, most of it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is bras
Yay!
and corsets.
Nice.
Because corsets are kind of coming back as like a fashion statement.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
like what's her name?
I don't know about you, but they've always been in style for goths.
Oh, yeah. For goth kids, they've always been a thing. I cannot remember the name of the designer right now that Vivienne Westwood. There it goes.
Vivienne
Westwood has a lot of, you would say, gothic, like corset designs and stuff like that. Yeah, very.
Ye olden design.
Yeah, so we've got some of the history about corsets and bras. So corsets, also called stays, were the first way of kind of like holding up boobies.
Stays.
Stays.
Nice.
I saw them also called that to get your boobs to stay.
Yeah, obviously.
They became popular in 16th century Europe, and times were changing and people's ideas of what was fashionable was changing. So women went from wearing clothes that like fit them, that were their size, to wearing shapewear to fit into smaller clothes, i.e. more fashionable clothes.
Gotcha.
So like the pencil thin waist.
So this is when we start really hurting ourselves for beauty.
Yeah. Corsets were made up of mostly metal and fabric.
Yeah.
And up until World War I, they were used widely across Europe, and the style obviously has spread to the Americas. You know, we see people wearing corsets all the time. Due to the metal shortage during World War I, women had to surrender their corsets to be used to make things like ammunitions and planes and shit.
You say they had to surrender their corsets. So were they just like going house to house and were like, give us your corsets, bring out your corsets?
I'm sure it was like, let's all meet at church at noon and bring all your metal.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably more like donating, you know?
Well, yeah.
We've got to win this war. Bring your corsets so we can make bombs, I
It's
guess.
your duty to, surrender all the metal that you own to make bombs. Yes.
Yeah.
Bras, not bombs.
Bras, not bombs. That's true. And I'm not even pro bras, but I am very against bombs.
Yes.
So for all the boys listening, they might be like, what the fuck? How is there enough metal in bras and corsets to really make anything out of what's in them? I guess we should describe like what a corset is.
Yeah, we should describe what it looks like. I feel like I left that out. So like it fits around your waist and kind of like up by your boobs. So from below your belly button to up a little bit above your boobs. Some of them have cups built into them now, at least.
Or they sit under your boobs with like the W shape.
Right. A lot of the stiffness now comes from like hard plastic boning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, boning is the term.
Yeah.
That's the shape.
Yeah, and they call them kind of like ribs. You can Google it, or you've seen somebody wearing it.
They force you to stand up straight and suck your belly in all day.
And so the boning back then was made out of just metal.
Yeah.
as underwire and bras are now.
Ouch. Imagine when that poked through the fabric finally.
It hurts so bad when it pokes through the fabric in your bras.
Yeah.
It like stabby.
Imagine it like being right under your ribs and poking straight upwards into your boobs. I wonder if that was like ever a problem.
Probably.
Yeah.
I know like muscle atrophy with women wearing corsets and
yeah?
shit like that was happening.
Oh my God.
And intestines being reorganized
Gross.
because
Squishing
it's
them
so
up too
tight.
much? Yeah.
Yeah.
Women can do that. Their organs can be reorganized and go back in place. That's like birth, right?
Yeah. It's no big deal.
No big deal. Just squish your rib cage in on itself.
Now, of course, there needed to be a replacement for corsets because there's no way the patriarchy would let women just let their boobs be free or uncovered underneath their clothes.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So here come bras. This was actually a pretty freeing thing, however, if you consider how uncomfortable corsets were and how unhealthy they can be.
Right.
As we were just saying. The first bras date back to like ancient Greece, basically tying a piece of linen around their boobs, pinning it in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tying it in the back.
Yeah. Because, I mean, imagine you're like running.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest reason why I would wear bras, because I don't wear them most days. But if I'm running anywhere or exercising,
Yeah.
that's when you need a bra.
Absolutely.
Stairs.
Yes, I was going to say walking up and down the stairs.
Yes.
The first officially patented bra didn't show up until 1914, however, and it was created by Caress Crosby, a lady.
A lady? Okay.
A lady.
Good.
I was surprised to find out it was a lady, but delightfully surprised. Caress Crosby, who, when getting ready for a debutante ball, got fed up with her corset poking through her clothes, and probably for many other reasons, got fed up wearing a corset.
Yeah.
And
I'm
she,
sure.
on the spot, sewed herself a more comfortable brassiere. When she got to the ball, all the other ladies were jealous of how freely she could dance and
Yeah.
asked her to make them all a
Yeah.
bra too. And by World War II, corsets had pretty much faded out of fashion and bras became the new normal.
Nice.
So it was basically just like, I am tired of this shit. We're doing something else. Something's got to change.
I can't breathe. I can barely walk.
It's making my clothes look kind of weird from what I'm wearing.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
We're just pinning the boobs now.
With all of that history, bras are still kind of a point of conversation amongst people who think they shouldn't wear a bra. Some people really passionately think you should always wear a bra.
Yeah.
A lot of parents.
a lot of parents, a lot of women.
Let's say that a mom has like a 14-year-old daughter. The daughter is a little more developed.
Mm-hmm.
If the daughter doesn't wear a bra, to the mom, that's saying like, well, dang, all of these like grown men can just like stare at her boobs. They can
Yeah.
see her nipples through her shirt.
Yeah.
There are grown men here.
Who's
Now.
really at fault here?
Exactly.
It's not.
Exactly.
Hint, it's not the 14-year-old.
Exactly. It's not her fault she has boobs. Not her fault that they're developed. Not her fault that she has any of that. It is the grown men's fault for staring at them. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
I don't have kids, but I'm sure from a mom's perspective, it makes a lot of sense that like I want
Right.
to protect my daughter from creeps.
Right.
Because I can't prevent who is and who isn't a creep, but I can prevent my daughter from shaking her boobs everywhere
Yep.
while she walks. And, you know, I don't know what the answer to that really is, other than to teach your daughters to say, fuck you, are you staring at my chest really
Exactly.
loud in
Exactly.
restaurants?
Yeah.
So that everybody looks at this creep and goes, is that guy staring at that kid's chest?
How disgusting.
What the fuck?
That's a child.
and
They're
maybe,
a minor.
Maybe you'll scare them just enough that they won't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's always the hope.
That's
You
the
know,
hope.
I went to Lowe's by myself, got a
Right.
lot of looks. I just turn around and stare right back at them. Make eye contact with them because then that's how they know, oh, wait. They recognize, I got to stop looking.
Yeah.
My wife is standing next to me. I got to stop looking.
Yeah.
And if they don't, well, yes, do it. Be loud. Be like, hey, I'm a minor. Isn't that your wife? Why are you looking at my boobs? Why are
there
you
something-
staring at my
Is
ass?
there something I can help you with?
Exactly.
Sir?
My eyes are up here.
It freaks people out to be confronted like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's definitely not something we teach our women enough, is to be confrontational about stuff.
I wanted to ask, how do you feel about bras?
How do I feel about bras?
Yes.
Mostly, I really don't care what other people wear. I've been told by a lot of big boobed ladies that, like, it's pretty much a daily necessity for them because otherwise they're uncomfortable, they are jiggling, and
Makes complete sense.
yeah, it can just be a pain in the butt. I like don't wear bras.
Yeah, me either. I'm not wearing one right now.
Yeah, me neither. It only felt appropriate for the recording. But I'm mostly in t-shirts. If I'm dressing up like nice and fancy and I've got like a specific outfit on,
Yeah.
then I definitely wear a bra because I kind of want the outfit to stay in place.
Exactly.
And kind of look a little more upscale.
Sometimes I can't quite wear specific dresses without also wearing a bra.
Right.
It's like I just can't fill it out.
It really does like set them in the place to wear in certain clothings. Like you just said, you know, if you don't fill out a dress a certain way, you can prop them up with a bra.
Yeah.
And it just kind of makes the whole thing look a little bit sharper. And
Yeah.
But on my average day-to-day life, I like don't wear one. I haven't bought bras since like high school, maybe earlier, maybe middle school.
Yep. I just bought some bras, some sports bras, and took all the pads out.
Nice. Nice.
So
sports bras are great.
I
They're
love
definitely
sports
life.
bras. I love sports bras.
My boobs feel a little bit too big for sports bras sometimes because if I wear them for too long, they definitely start to like squish.
Yeah.
And it's painful after a long amount of time. I've got a small band size for how big my boobs actually
Like
are.
the size of your rib cage.
So it's like kind of a drastic difference.
Yeah, it is.
So it's kind of hard to find sports bras that really fit and are wearable for long periods of time. When did you start wearing bras? When did your mom decide like, oh, it's time to wear bras?
I was the one coming to her, bugging her about it all the time.
Really?
Because in the same way that I wanted a period, I wanted boobs really bad. Because there were
right.
other girls at my age, at like 11 years old, who had like a rack. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening
me.
to me? I'm as flat as these guys out here. Like, I want boobs. Like,
Yeah.
so when I got like my first, what's it called? Camisole, which is a tank top that has kind of a band inside of it to
Yeah.
kind of like a training bra.
Yeah,
And
it's got like a built-in
Yeah.
little training bra.
yeah. When I got those for the first time, I was hyped.
Yeah.
I was so hyped. And then like over the course of time, I grew like just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I finally asked my mom, like, can we just like go to the store and buy some training bras? She's like, I guess. I really don't want you to grow up, okay?
Yeah.
And honestly, you're not very big, but you really feel like you want one and you
Yep.
need one. So, okay. The reason I wear bras now is for like to make things look better and good outfits and stuff like that.
Right.
But other than that, having just really sensitive nipples a lot of the time
Oh, yeah?
just makes it kind of necessary. Like, I do not like to go to work without wearing one.
Right.
And
Your
like,
shirt will rub on your nipples.
yeah, it's so uncomfortable.
Yep.
It's so uncomfortable. Wearing a bra is out of necessity for me.
It's so good that we have the option for that kind of stuff
Mm-hmm.
because, yeah, I just don't care. And I'm like, whatever.
Yep.
I don't feel like I need it. People are not asking me about it. If my job was like, hey, I think you maybe should wear a bra, I'd be like, you know, okay,
Maybe.
I guess it depends because right now I have really respectful bosses and people that I really like to work for.
Yeah.
And so if they were like, I think it's probably time you start wearing a bra, I'd be like, all right, okay, I get it.
Well, yeah.
But-
There's probably a good reason.
Yeah,
If,
exactly.
if somebody you trust, if it's coming from somebody like that, maybe you popped out and you thought no one noticed, and they did.
I'd be crazy surprised if I popped out because I'm wearing t-shirts and you don't pop out of t-shirts unless you're like sagging your boobs all the way down to the underside. They're not coming out of the top. I don't know. And in my job, because I work with dogs mostly, so I don't talk to a whole lot of people. Plus I've got like a smock on most of the day. So you can't even like see my chest. I could be pregnant and you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
So-
At least not until like 7, 8, 9 months, you know.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. Unless I was, you know,
Big.
not able to groom anymore.
Exactly.
And I'd say the only thing that I really have issues with is sometimes big dogs will jump up on my chest and
Yeah.
paw at my boobs.
Yeah.
And that is not fun. They'll
No.
catch a nipple with sharp nails and you're just out of it for the day. It was really bad when I had my nipples pierced. I had a dog catch the
Oh.
piercing
Oh, no.
and scrape down my chest. I can't out a few days later because I was
Oh
like, I
my
can't fucking do
gosh.
this.
I
They were
would've
like, it was
cried.
bleeding. I did cry.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God, I cried.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how old I was when I
yeah,
started
yeah,
wearing a
yeah.
bra.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to say I was probably like 11 or 12 when I started wearing, the camisoles. I guess I was just kind of uncomfortable with a lot of the shirts I was wearing, and I just wanted something underneath it
Yep.
just to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, you get into middle school and you have to change clothes around other girls.
Yeah.
And that's a nightmare.
You're comparing your body to everyone else's body, and nobody's body is going to be the same at that point because genetics.
Exactly. Nobody's bodies are the same.
At any point.
Yeah,
But
at any point.
even at that point, there's some major differences.
Everyone's developing at different time periods, and it's just really stressful. I have a distinct memory of being in like my 6th grade locker room, still wearing my camisoles.
Yeah.
And I was like changing out. I had a girl come up to me after like in PE and was like, hey, some of the other girls are saying that since you still wear like the tank tops that you're stuffing your bra. And I was like, I don't even wear a bra. I don't even know what that means. What is stuffing?
Yeah, like, what do you mean?
That's I think I asked her, I was like, what is stuffing? She was like, you put like tissues in your bra. I was like, what? Why would I want that?
Yeah, I have a similar memory, you know, same thing after changing out into our PE uniform or whatever. I had a girl whispering in my ear, do you see that girl over there? She's wearing like a 34 like C. She doesn't even have boobs. I think she's stuffing it.
That's such a shitty thing to say to other girls.
I don't even remember how I replied. I was probably like, man, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she is stuffing it. I could have. I
could have gone along with it.
You know, I don't really remember, but I wouldn't put it past 6th grade me to go along with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Again, everybody's so like scared and just wants to please all their friends and all these other students. And you're just like, if I disagree, are they going to shun me or think I'm stuffing my bra?
Yeah.
Or if I agree, then I'm just a bully. You end up in sketchy spots.
Yeah.
Kids are mean.
They are.
Oh, they're so mean.
Yeah, kids are mean. The next thing is the free the nipple movement.
Woo!
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Free the nipple.
As we were saying earlier, who cares?
Yeah.
If you wear a bra,
that's really what it comes down to.
Who cares? And if people make it known to you that they care, tell them. Who cares?
Yeah.
And if they say, I do, ask them why.
Yeah.
And really continue to ask them why until they give you a valid reason. Because I guarantee you a lot of the time it may not be valid.
Exactly.
It may
and
just
it puts them in a spot to really think about their beliefs.
Right. And it may just be as to not make people uncomfortable. Wear a bra to make other people comfortable. If wearing a bra is uncomfortable for you, then don't wear a bra.
Then don't wear a bra. Things are always going to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is stuff that you can't really do anything about.
You can't do anything about the creepy guy staring at you other than confronting that.
Yeah.
But
or you can cover your body. It's kind of bringing other people's problems into yourself and thinking that I have to be responsible for this person's bad behavior.
Yeah.
And so I have to change myself because I'm scared of their bad behavior.
It's based in fear, and it's based in things that just are not like accurate anymore.
Yeah.
Like 50 years ago, wearing a bra is kind of a big deal. It is to make other people comfortable. It is to look prim and proper. And now wearing a bra is based in the bra wearer's comfort levels and not society. It should be, at least.
I agree. You mentioned 50s bras. Have you seen pictures
Bullet
of them?
bras?
They're pointy. They
are.
make your boobs pointy.
Bullet
now
bras?
if your tits are like pointy and that people are like nipples, ah,
Yeah.
you can't win.
No.
You know, because trends are always going to change.
Yeah. The free the nipple movement, I remember it kind of starting like 2014, 2015.
Oh, I don't know. As far as I know, it's always been a feminist movement thing.
Then maybe it just came to my attention around that time.
Yeah, it was like, we get rights to vote and I want to take my bra off.
Exactly. And I was really confused as a middle schooler seeing all of that. I'm like, what do you mean free the nipple? Like, you don't want to wear a shirt? Don't want to wear a bra? Damn. I wanted to wear a bra this whole time, and now you're telling me that y'all don't want to?
Yep.
Where do I stand?
When you're in middle school, you take that phrase at face value and you're like, free the nipple? Why would you want to walk around without a shirt on?
Yeah.
That's counterproductive, right? People are just going to stare at you.
Exactly.
No, I want the ability to choose that I don't have to wear a bra. Or one of the ones I've always heard that's associated with free the nipple is breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Being able to breastfeed in public.
Yeah.
I am so for that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the change the world kind of things. If women just breastfed in public.
Yeah.
If a creepy dude is staring at your tits while you're breastfeeding, call that guy out right there.
It's weird.
If you're in the middle of a mall and you go, I'm feeding my kid, can you stop staring at me?
Yeah.
People are going to turn around and be like, what the fuck?
I think that comes from boobs have been sexualized for forever. For forever.
And boobs
And
are sexy. Like,
they're sexy, but they're also a means of feeding your baby.
mm-hmm.
At that point, it's not about being sexy. If you think that you're seeing someone's boob, oh, you're trying to be sexy right now, that boob is in a baby's mouth. Stop it.
I feel like, you know, boobs are sexy and stuff like that, but it's also like contextual.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of boobs being sexy has to do with like a primitive attraction based on like being an infant and loving boobs. I don't know what that comes from.
I don't know.
I think you make it worse when you try to hide feeding babies in public and when you try to hide your tits because you're scared of other people. I think it makes the problem worse
Yeah.
because those people are still going to feel that way and still think that way. And you covering up isn't going to change that. They're just going to sit there and be like,
exactly.
Ooh,
They're
that's
never
a
going to have
boob
to
under
confront
there."
it.
They're never going to have to confront it.
Yep.
It's really important to make people confront their own feelings.
Yeah.
Because I can't change you, but if you can see that this belief is causing a problem, maybe you'll think twice about it and go, wait, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Good
It's
points.
It's always important to ask yourself, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Free the nipple.
Free the nipple. I don't think I'm wrong on that one. I've thought about that one a whole lot. Just let people do what they do.
It will not hurt you.
It will
in any way.
Men get to mow their lawn without their shirt on.
Why can't I mow my lawn with a bikini top on? Why can't I do that?
You can. But again, people are going to stare at you.
Exactly.
Start calling out men for that. Nobody wants to be the first.
Yeah.
No
But
girl
you-
wants to be the first one to
Yeah.
be like, quit staring at me.
Mm-hmm. And if you've never done it before, it's not easy to confront people.
No.
Gotta start somewhere.
Gotta
Sorry.
teach your daughters, teach your friends,
Talk about it.
talk about it.
Talk
Listen
about
to
it.
this podcast.
Do it.
You're mowing your lawn, just doing your normal thing in your bikini top.
You
And
see the dude running past you,
Yeah, he's
staring at you. Hey,
there's a light pole in front of you. Watch out.
hey, is your wife coming over later? I have a play date with your wife and kids. Spanx
Spanx.
and Skims.
Skims.
That's like the modern Kim Kardashian version of it. That comes in many colors. I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like how so Spanx and Skims, they are called shapewear.
Shapewear.
They are kind of like spandexy fabric
They are spandex.
that you wear underneath your clothes to kind of keep things where they're supposed to be. So in the same way bras kind of hold your boobs
Mm-hmm.
in one spot, Spanx will kind of shape.
I would say
hold.
shapewear prevents jiggle. So if you got some extra body around your waist and stuff, you can wear your skinny jeans and stuff, and it'll prevent the little muffin tops.
Yeah, if you
That's just
have a
things that
bigger
people
booty,
have.
yeah, if you have a bigger booty and you don't really want to wear like regular underwear because of the underwear lines, which I completely understand. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
When I'm wearing tighter clothes, maybe Spanx skimwear or
Yeah.
Spanx shapewear. And I mean, it's like I don't think that's anything to be shameful of
Yeah.
wearing that.
Plus, Spanx they'll go down around your legs and up to your like waist, so you won't have like a wedgie as much.
Yeah.
Because when you got that big booty,
Mm-hmm.
underwear, when you pull it up,
Yep.
it seeps
Yeah.
throughout the day
Yeah.
into your butt crack, and you're trying to be a lady at work, and you're just like
Not trying to
reach around the
pick at your
back,
panty
just
line.
kind of just gently adjust.
Yeah.
I think it's totally fine to gently adjust your underwear. I have
Yes.
seen an upsetting amount of men adjust their balls.
I think
just
we
in public.
Yeah, you
so
should
just do it.
Adjust your underwear, adjust your bras. It's fine.
Just do it.
It's fine.
Yeah, adjust your bras. Leave that little
Little dot on your t-shirt.
on your t-shirt right in the center.
Yeah. I think Spanx, I've never worn them before, but I am sure they're really comfortable.
They can
look
be tight.
comfortable. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
a smaller person. I'm sure my size would be comfortable.
I don't know. I wouldn't say comfortable, I guess. I've worn the ones, they're like tights and then they go up and they come all the way up under your tits.
Yeah.
And I would say comfortable isn't really the right word because it's kind of like really tight underwear.
Yeah.
And it just
Maybe secure.
it secures. The best feeling in the world is when you get home after like a nice evening and you take them off and you are just like
Yeah.
you just take that gasp in. They're definitely more comfortable than corsets.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
100%.
They're nice and stretchy and
Yeah, that reminds me of a time where I was wearing a bra and I was wearing it on like a notch too tight. And I was like, starting to feel kind of sick and my head was hurting. And so I went in the bathroom and took my bra off and got such a head rush from the amount of oxygen I could now breathe.
oh my God.
That I got really lightheaded and felt like I was going to throw up or pass out.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
why am I wearing this bra so damn tight?
Don't. Oh my God.
This is a problem.
And I'm sure you're not the only woman that's done that.
No.
Actually, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Because I know in high school, I wanted like a cute bra from, I don't know. My mom always got bras at Dillard's because they'd have like a once a year big sale on bras and stuff. So we'd go and buy bras. And there was this like cute one that wasn't really my size, but it was on sale. And I was like,
can fit?
it's red and it was all pretty and it made my boobs look huge. It was like padded a little bit.
This push up.
Which I don't need
Push
padding.
up bras are not lying. I just have to say that.
What do you
'cause
mean?
Guys are always like, if you wear a push up bra, you're lying about how big your boobs are.
No, you just push them up higher.
I'm just making it's like makeup. I'm just making them look better.
Yeah.
I'm working with what I have. Your story, sorry. It came into my head.
funny.
Like I had to say that and I forgot to write that down.
I've never thought about that. Push-up bras are lying? Is that something that people really say?
Yes.
Oh my God.
People
say that makeup
Reagan's
is
over there
lying.
nodding his head. Yes.
People say that?
People say that and genuinely think that.
Are you really going to be that much of a snob? Boobs are boobs.
Take the bra off and they're not as big as when you saw them at the bar and you're like, ugh, I'm leaving.
I'm out of here. You lying bitch. But then, ladies, you dodged a bullet. Like, if he is like, they're smaller than I thought they were, that's what I got. Like, I don't know.
What do you want from me?
I don't know what you want from me. Fire back with more body shaming. It's such an easy shot to take at dudes' dicks because so much of their ego is wrapped around in it. And that's not even like a joke. That is so real. Women like don't really care about the size of your dick generally. That's such a men thing.
It might have started from just like an offhanded comment and they took it seriously. But I'm very sorry. I interrupted your story.
Yeah, and we trailed off
About your bra.
Yeah, I got this cute bra from Dillard's that was not the right size. And yeah, I wore it one day. I found myself like sitting up way straight. When I took it off, I had these deep red lines under my boobs and like around the side. Yeah, and the back had imprinted on my back.
No.
Oh, it hurt so bad. Yeah, it was like when you have something like a hair tie wrapped too tight around your wrist and you take it off and it like kind of stings for a little while after. That's what it was all the way around my chest, all the way around my rib cage.
That is
not fun.
zero fun.
It is not fun.
So
Made me feel cute though. Made me feel sexy.
yeah, you feel cute. You feel nice. You feel hot.
I just wish it was my size because I would have felt sexy and comfortable.
Yep. There's another lesson. Don't buy bras that are too small. You'll regret it.
You really will.
Feel like you won't be able to breathe. You might pass out. That's no good. You could hit your head.
That's true. That's true. Don't let your bra be the death of you. That is not feminism.
We have story from a man's perspective about bras.
Kind of like back to along the lines with like the free the nipple.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, it was like a really, really conservative high school, and I didn't really notice that any girls weren't wearing bras. I'm pretty sure everyone was intentionally. Then I went to a community college, saw like several women not wearing bras, and I was like, damn, at first, like, what a bunch of sluts. Like, what are they doing? They clearly want something, right? But then I realized, like, wait, hold on. About half these people aren't wearing it. And like, I imagine it's not comfortable all the time. And if you don't want to, why do you need to? There's like no actual reason. The thought had never crossed my mind till after I graduated high school.
Yeah, you make a good point about it being
In
like
that environment.
shocking. Like you said, going to a conservative high school and having like a
Probably
religious
just
background.
growing up in church too and stuff like that.
It's probably ingrained in your head because I know it's ingrained in mine because I have a
It
religious
definitely was in
background,
mine.
that like not wearing a bra equals they want something. They want to be a slut. It has nothing to do with that. It's all comfort.
Something that I just never come across before, not growing up or anything like that in high school. My family, I'd never heard mention stuff about it. Like, I mean, it was just weird. Just literally never crossed my mind until after high school.
I'm curious because I have two little brothers. I'm curious what their takes on it is.
Yeah.
Because we didn't grow up really talking about feminine things with them other than like we have a period. They know we have a period and they like to make fun of me for it.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know your sisters
You
had
didn't
a
know
period?
your sisters had periods? Thinking back to my childhood, I never talked about it in front of my brother, but we're also like several years apart. And by
Yeah.
the time I was in middle school, he was like graduating high school.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so it wasn't really, there wasn't like an opportunity. That's really interesting to have that many sisters and not know anything.
Period. Yeah.
You didn't see like trash or anything?
I'm sure they were taught to like
No?
wrap it up.
We also, like, my brother and I had our own bathroom
Oh,
separate
okay.
from my
Yeah.
sister.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. And if they were to use your restroom, they probably wrapped it up because that's what my mom
Yeah.
taught me to do. Like,
Mummify your period products?
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a waste of toilet paper.
A little bit. I know, I don't really do that. I don't really wrap them. But I also have
Not at
like
my house. If they're really the
period
tampon
cup.
itself, I will wrap up. Somebody drops something in the trash, reach in the trash. That's disgusting.
Okay, it's disgusting, but also
Like nobody.
it's
like,
just blood.
It's just blood. At the same time, though, like I would be.
You wouldn't want a touchy, bloody Band-Aid either. You're okay. No, that's a valid point. That's
So,
totally valid.
I would be wary of like disease or like that's just I don't know. I
Disease.
don't know. I don't.
It doesn't
I'm
carry any
fucking
disease you don't know you have.
Depends on how long it's been in the trash. Whatever. But still, I wrap up my period tampon a little bit. But that's a lot on bras.
Yeah, yes.
A lot on bras. The next thing is heels.
High heels.
High heels. Heels have been around since the 10th century. About. They were originally worn by the Persian army while they were on their horses. It kept their feet in the stirrups a lot easier.
Men?
Men.
Oh.
Heels did originate with male and men fashion.
Well, damn. Now I can't like heels
And-
anymore.
After that, they were a fashion statement amongst the men
Uh-huh.
by the mid to upper class. In the 17th century, women also started to wear heels. And so designers of the heels would start designing men's and women's heels differently so that these are men's heels, these are women's heels. I really like that. I don't know why I like it so much to find out that men started to wear heels, but I really do.
Yeah.
They want to make their asses look good too.
It's the same reason.
So, and
for
they,
women.
yeah, as time went on, they became just a lot more of a staple in women's fashion. I'm not sure what caused the shift to the point that made
Where it's
men fade out.
exclusively for
exclusively
women.
women. I
Yeah.
don't know when that point happened. If
I don't
you
know
do,
either.
if the audience knows that are listening, tell us, please.
Yeah.
If you have extra fun facts about stuff, we want to know.
We want to know, and we'll probably bring
Yeah,
it up and credit you.
Heels are worn by women and people who want to wear heels everywhere now. I think at least in 2021, in some places, not as much of an exclusively ladies thing anymore. You see a lot of non-binary people
Yeah.
wearing heels, you know.
Absolutely.
People who just want to wear heels. In theater, they might wear heels on the stage. Men's shoes didn't not have a heel at all. Like, you still see a lot of men's shoes who have, like,
Yeah.
maybe a half an inch heel.
Stilettos are definitely like a modern thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where you've got the high heels with the thin.
And the thick 3-inch pump in the front.
That's impractical, which is why they're a modern thing. It's because they're so impractical. You've got to be
They're-
rich and wear them for very specific reasons.
Or you see exotic dancers wearing them.
Yeah.
I don't want to just say strippers, but you see exotic dancers wering them. And
Strippers a fine job.
strippers, sex workers,
People who want their ass to look good.
exactly that.
I like stilettos
Yeah.
and pumps and stuff. I like to wear them with fancy outfits.
They make your ass look good.
They
And
do.
They kind of elevate an outfit.
Yeah.
They really do.
And with like nice pair of skinny jeans, some
Yeah.
heels. Yeah. Look, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel hot.
Yeah.
They're definitely not something that you can wear on the daily if you're like going to work. You can wear small heels.
And not that you can or can't, but it just
Yeah,
may
right.
not be entirely practical.
It's not practical.
It'll hurt.
Walking places in them is really takes practice.
Then you
It-
get used to running, and then you impress all the guys. They're
Can
like,
you run in high heels?
chunky ones? I have some like 5-6 inch chunky heels that
Mm-hmm.
yes, I could probably, if I need to get away from a bad guy, I could try. If not, take them off and stab your bad guy in the eye
Yes.
with them.
Yep, that's actually a great reason to wear heels. If you can't get anywhere fast in them, use them as a weapon.
Mm-hmm. They're heavy.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I don't remember what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Oh, wedges where they go really big towards the back. I can definitely run in those.
Oh yeah.
The smaller and smaller it gets towards your heel, the more impossible it becomes.
I prefer wedges. I have these sandals that are kind of like platform sandals, like all the way across. So if you just like think of a sandal and add
And
3
then-
inches to it, I wore those to a wedding. Super easy to run
It's
in.
like platform shoes.
Yeah, like platform shoes,
Yeah.
but it's all one level.
Yeah, that's like a platform.
those are really nice to wear and run in. They're way more comfortable than
Right.
like standard heels. Wedges are also really comfortable. And they still give you some height.
Something that I notice a lot of the times, gatekeeping high heels or something,
Yeah.
is like you don't want to be taller than your partner.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Why not?
There's
There's this idea that if you're a woman, your male partner has to be taller than you or your relationship's not valid and
Wrong.
you're just not a real person.
Wrong.
All these Tinder bios that are like 6 foot or swipe right, left. I don't know how to use Tinder. So it's kind of funny that men used to wear high heels generally, and now they have to have them specially made for themselves. Drag queens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have to spend a shit ton of money
Yeah.
to get custom made 13 size shoes heels, and that's
I feel
not
like
feminism.
that's true even with women with large feet.
I know.
With like
If it was more culturally okay for men to wear high heels,
It
they would
wouldn't
be an
be.
option.
you're right.
And everyone's ass on the planet would look great.
Right. For about an evening.
Yeah, for an evening.
An evening at a time.
Yeah. Plus, it literally gives men the point of view of walking a mile in their shoes.
Yeah. I do think if you ever have the opportunity to put some heels on, try it. And even if you're like laughing at it, whatever,
Yeah.
just try it. Because it's honestly kind of fun
Try it
being
out.
that high up. And if you practice like walking all like,
Yeah.
you get
yeah,
to like
you get
walk
the
all
saunter.
fancy. You know, if you like sway your shoulders and your hips, do
It's
the
fun.
model walk, one foot in front of the other.
You feel fancy. You really
Yeah.
do feel fancy. That's
It-
like the most fun part about heels.
You feel kind of elevated.
Yeah. Me and my partner are about the same height generally. And my mom would always tell me if I got heels that I shouldn't get them too tall because then I'd be taller than my partner. And I was like, I actually don't care. I'm not picking shoes based on the height because I'm worried about hurting my boyfriend's ego.
Yeah, I'm like, I think these
That's-
look good.
That's a waste of my time.
Exactly.
And he doesn't care. I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
you're the only one that cares.
yeah.
Plus, we look cool in pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like standing there all tall and fancy.
Honestly, heels, they look great. They are so much fun to wear.
Yeah.
Realistically, though, they're not that great for your feet. They can be unhealthy if you wear them very often. Your feet are not supposed to be at those angles.
No.
Really, at all. It's really unnatural. And a lot of the weight is then put down on your toes.
On your toes.
And it's just so, it can be so painful.
Yeah.
So wearing them for an extended period of time, for years, just may not be good for your feet.
Right.
I would think
It's
about
one of
maybe
those
shorter heels.
heels are definitely a beauty is pain
Oh
type
yeah,
of
yeah. Beauty's pain, and
beauty is pain.
we wear them, and it
it's
kind of boggles me because we wear them, but they fucking hurt.
You know, it's the same kind I'm sure you're going to talk about this with makeup and stuff because it's the same kind of thing. You do it for fun. You do it because you wear these high heels because you enjoy them. You put up with the little bit of pain for the time that you're wearing them because you like the look, because
Yeah.
you like to enjoy it. Or like you said, cute bras and stuff like that.
Mhm.
As long as you're not passing out and genuinely hurting yourself,
Yeah.
there's really not a problem with it. It's supposed to be fun. And if you're wearing heels because somebody told you to and it's not fun,
Take them off.
no, get over yourself. You do things for you. Don't let other people force you to put yourself in pain if you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't wear high heels a whole lot.
neither.
I don't wear high heels a lot, but I really love to buy shoes.
Oh yeah,
I'm not one to go shopping for clothing and all this stuff and
Mhm.
makeup and all these, traditional feminine things.
yeah.
But I love shoe shopping. I
Shoe
love
shopping
new
is so much
shoes.
fun.
I love trying them on. I love trying on silly pairs of shoes
Yep.
and walking around the store.
Yep, I did
I
that when I
love
was.
it.
I did that when I was little. We would go to JCPenney and I would
Yeah.
just try on all the ladies' shoes, even though
Yeah.
they were too big for me.
Yep.
Look in the mirror, walk around in them, take them off, another pair of shoes.
Yeah. You do it with your mom's
Yeah,
shoes. Like,
yeah.
it's fun. And it's probably a lot of women have that memory in their childhood, and that's why we still like wearing them and playing around in them.
Even people who just like to wear heels. I always think like women, but like no, there are straight up people who identify as men who love to wear heels.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Your
It's
ass
great.
looks great. Your
It's
legs
great.
look great.
I'm about it all day long. I have a belief that femboys are going to change the world.
You were talking about that the other day.
Yeah. Men who identify as men but choose to do feminine features and be openly feminine
like
about
those
things, they're going to change the world.
Absolutely.
They're confusing the heck out of the heteros.
Yep. And the conservatives.
And the conservatives, and they're just
Making
having
them angry,
fun.
too.
They make them angry, but they're
funny.
just having fun. I will always stand up for my feminine men. Plus, I think they're hot, so
There's that. Yeah.
femboys are cute. Let yourself be feminine. Don't let society
Seriously.
tell you
Do what you like.
what you should wear. It's the same thing with women wearing heels. If somebody else told you to do it, don't do it.
Yep.
Don't listen to those people.
We've been calling this like the dress code episode, so I figured we should like talk about some of the modern issues
Okay.
that we come across with
Mhm.
dressing and wearing things. Spaghetti straps. So
Spaghetti straps.
if you're not
They're a hot
sure what
topic.
those are, the spaghetti straps are straps on clothing that are super thin. The
Mhm.
straps go over the shoulders. If you've ever gone to public school, you probably know what they are and were told not to wear them
Mhm.
or saw people getting in trouble for wearing them. The deal here is that schools are saying spaghetti straps are distracting. So my next question is
To who?
why? And to whom? Shoulders are being sexualized. It needs
Yeah.
to stop. It needs to stop.
It needs to
And
stop.
it makes me think like, who are we covering up for? The other students? Not really. The teachers? Yes.
I mean,
And the other adults around you?
when you
Yes.
say we're covering up, because part of it, I guess, is for other students because horny teenagers, that's just a fact. Young people in high schools and school age kids are horny.
They
They're
are.
so horny.
They are.
It's our responsibility as adults to teach these kids that you need to be horny at appropriate times. There are appropriate things to be
After you
horny about.
graduate.
And women's shoulders are not that. They're going to
Yeah, no.
exist and you can't do anything about it. And when you cover them up, you're just setting an example that it's okay to sexualize them.
And it doesn't make sense to me. They're shoulders.
Their shoulders.
Their shoulders. What
Yeah.
were the dress code standards regarding shoulders and quote unquote exposing too much skin growing up for you at your schools?
Yeah, spaghetti straps were not allowed because they're kind of like tube tops with straps.
Yeah, they're like
But
tank
also-
tops.
Because you can't wear a bra with them without seeing bra straps. And bra straps are of the devil.
Yes, I looked up this morning and the school district that I like live in,
Mhm.
bra straps
Yeah.
and seeing any kind of underwear is completely off limits and you will get written up. You'll get like written up or like sent to the office. You will get in trouble immediately.
Is that the same for dudes? Like if you can see their
Hopefully.
underwear lining?
Hopefully. It's not a secret that you're wearing a bra if you're wearing a bra. You have
Yeah.
boobs.
It's like you tell me to wear a bra, but no one's allowed to know that
Exactly.
I wear a bra.
Exactly. And if you don't wear a bra though, you also still may not be.
No one's allowed to know that I'm not wearing a bra. Like
It's not a secret that I have boobs.
I know
It's
I
not
can't
like-
do anything about that.
I have
That is
no
not my fault.
I have no like say over this at the moment. I like having boobs.
Right.
It's not like I want to get them taken off or anything. It's but it's
Exactly.
like, come on.
It's not my
but,
fault that I have them.
like, I'll
and it's
cover
not my
'em up.
responsibility to get rid of them.
Exactly. I'll cover them up. I'll wear shirts because I understand guys at that time, at that age, very horny. A
Very
lot
horny.
hornier than I think I was at that age.
I think one part about like why spaghetti straps might be like against the rules in school is because like people at that age do foolish things all the time. Like a quick prank can be something really, really inappropriate, and it's a lot easier to rip off a spaghetti strap like down a girl's shoulders than it would be a t-shirt or anything else.
That's true.
And I'm not saying that it would happen all the time,
Yeah.
but it happens one time, and that's a good rule for a school to have at that point.
It
I'm not
something
saying-
probably happened, and that's why it's a
Yeah.
thing.
And it is school's responsibility to like protect children.
Absolutely, to keep all of that to an absolute minimum.
You make a good point there.
Yeah. At the same time, if it's summertime, it's 100 degrees outside in this climate change world that we live in. Like, fuck. Like, how do we? I don't know.
I'm trying to think what you do about that. Ugh.
Maybe bring a sweater to wear inside. I don't
that's the
know. But then
same-
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
I think
thought about
shoulders,
that.
just shoulders are sexualized, I think. And that's the problem.
I think it has less to do with the rule itself and how teachers have always presented it to me. Because I guess, yeah, rules themselves, I'm kind of like, whatever. But I remember I went to like church camps and stuff a lot during the summer. And for most of the years, it was like, you can't wear shorts that are more than like 2 inches above the knee.
Yeah.
You
Or
have to
like
wear,
fingertip length.
it was always longer than fingertip.
Oh,
length.
really?
They could never, yeah, they
Oh, okay. Yeah. We were at fingertip length. And then at one point it was like 2 inches longer than fingertip length or something like that.
you know, it's because I have spaghetti arms.
Very true.
So mine would have to come down to my knees. But a short girl, 2 inches above her knee is a lot different than 2 inches above the knee on a 6 foot tall girl.
Yeah.
It's very different, and it's hard to make big sweeping rules about that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd be at church camp, and all the years they'd be like, we want to protect the men's purity. We want to protect these boys. We don't want to distract them from the Lord.
That was kind of the explanation that was given to me. It's like you have to cover up because of men's lust. That was how it was said to me, because of men's lust, because they can't control themselves and things like that. You have to cover up.
And
Excuse me?
Like I have said on this podcast before, Jesus said, if your eyes cause you to sin, pluck
it
them
out. Exactly.
It's not about the other person.
If I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to wear a piece of clothing that's going to make you comfortable.
Exactly. You can't force me to change my life because you can't control yourself.
Yeah.
You need to learn social cues.
Exactly.
Everyone has to. Neurotypical people with disabilities, creeps, like we've all got to learn how to exist
social
in society.
skills that everyone needs.
Yeah.
And you got to learn it somewhere, some way, somehow.
There's not an excuse.
Nope.
There's not. Oh, but the last year of my church camp, my senior year, they were like, I'm sure y'all have been told that we don't want to distract the boys. That's not it at all. You have to wear these uniforms because this is the uniform we decided for you.
Yeah.
It's a week-long camp. Wear these clothes. Yep. There's not enough sunscreen to cover every girl's shoulders.
Yeah.
Wear the clothes because we told you to. That's what it is. And I respected that so much. I was talking to these girls and I was like, now I don't want to because it's an authority thing. But at least I'm not angry because I have to protect men. Because I have to protect people who can't think for themselves. And that's just way undermining our men.
They can 100% can control themselves more than that.
Reagan, isn't that so insulting that
you can't control yourself?
You have to tell women around you not to wear clothing that's revealing?
It is. And to me, it also feels like really, really old-fashioned.
Yeah, it is.
It feels like it's something out of the 50s. Like, women stay in their place to not get in the way of the men. It's like, what are you talking about? That's not how things work.
We've got to teach our women and our men to respect people. And they're capable of it. They're capable of respect.
100%.
You have to trust that they're capable of respect, or they never will be. You'll just enable them to continue being shitty people. We've been thinking about this stuff since the first grade. We've been told these things.
Podcast-wise.
Yeah, but we've been told these things for our entire life. And not given a valid explanation why.
Other than it's going to make the boys' pee-pees stand up in their pants.
It will. It will.
We can't have
Why
pants
don't
tents.
our men wear cups if they can't control their pee-pees?
I never thought of that.
If my boobs jiggle too much that it's a distraction,
you need to wear a cup.
You need to
your
wear
dick
something
is going to be
over
going
your
up
dick.
all day.
You need to wear something over your dick.
Yep.
Or I'm going to get, or me as a horny lady is going to get turned on by your dick. Sorry, I can't control myself.
Sorry, I can't do my schoolwork. I'm too distracted.
I'm too distracted by the kid sitting next to me with his pee-pee standing up.
I'm going to fail out of high school. This kid's dick is standing up. Teacher,
Brian has a boner, and now I can't focus on my test.
But
can we go fuck? I'm just saying, it's fucked.
It's fucked. The next thing is not really like dress code, but just like something that we encounter a lot with just clothing and probably school clothing too, if you wear uniforms, whatever. Pockets. Why the fuck are ladies' pockets so damn small?
Did you look it up? Did you find out?
And I had been knowing this information. I watched a very informative YouTube video about it.
Do you know what the YouTube video was so we can cite our sources?
I don't. I watched it like 2 or 3 years ago. The knowledge has been just sitting in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
When ladies took a turn to tighter clothing whenever that happened, you know.
Okay.
When tighter clothing has come in and out of fashion. So at one point, probably 2000s-ish, if you had anything in your pockets and you were wearing tight jeans, whatever's in your pocket's going to bulge out of your pockets and mess with the shape.
My mom would talk about this stuff in like the 80s and stuff.
Okay, so So just basically this past century, past 100 years, pants with pockets and it's tight pants, anything you put in the pockets is going to bulge out and mess with the shape of the pants and the silhouette. Also, when that style was becoming popular, so were handbags. They were fashionable, nice to have handbags. Okay, this is a great time to start making the pockets smaller because now they have a place to put their stuff. So you can put a lot more in a purse than pockets. And if you have a bigger purse, you're gonna just fill it up.
Yeah.
So at least now I've heard guys' explanations for why women don't need pockets. So you have a purse. Well, okay, I have a purse because my pockets aren't big enough, and my
Yes.
purse is big, and of course it's going to get full. When there's room available, room is going to be filled. That's just kind of a human thing. When you have more space, you're going to put more stuff in the space.
Right.
So now my question is, why the fuck do they put fake pockets on pants? That makes me even more angry. Fake pockets on skinny jeans. Just don't put anything.
That's appalling.
It sickens me.
I have like shorts and stuff that were given to me from like Old Navy, I think. And they've got the line,
Yeah.
like the little pocket sewed in with the little extra piece.
On the jeans, the little metal pieces.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
have those
The little
on there.
bracket things.
Yeah, little.
Then and they just sewed the like lip of the pocket onto the pants with no pocket. And I had somebody tell me, it's like, oh, well, you're supposed to de-stitch so you can use the pocket, but there's no pocket liner.
Exactly. That is true with some pants, and I didn't know that until I was older. You can just cut the stitching.
Yeah. It's usually on like blazers and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a patriarchal conspiracy about why women's clothing don't have pockets. I think this is not based in fact.
It's just your
Let me just be clear.
opinions only.
I think it goes back to women are supposed to carry purses because they're supposed to carry all the things for the day. Women are supposed to be able to carry all the things for themselves and their families and that kind of stuff. And it's ingraining into our brains that we're supposed to be like the caregivers for everybody.
All the weight literally on your shoulder.
Wow, yes. And so just over time started taking pockets away from women. Now you can carry your bag and you can carry things for everybody.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? No, I just want to carry my phone and my wallet.
Yeah.
I don't need to carry my boys' equipment and my kids' stuff. I don't have kids. So I think it's patriarchal conspiracy to convince us that we need to have kids so we can have things to put in our purses.
Or get like those huge ass baby bags.
As women are supposed to develop in life and have kids later in life or at some point, their bags get bigger and bigger and bigger and our pockets get smaller and,
And
smaller
smaller and smaller.
So it takes away your independence.
It's like, oh, she has a bag. She can hold it.
Yes.
You could put this in your bag, right? Hey, can I put this in your bag? If you didn't have a bag, they would have to rely on themselves.
They would have to rely on themselves.
Wow.
They'd have to find a place to put their own damn stuff
And
in
now-
their own damn giant pockets.
We're not saying that guys don't carry a bag. You do have bigger pockets, so you're just capable of carrying more things. But if you want to carry a bag, go for it.
I know a guy, he wears like basketball shorts and stuff pretty often. At one point, he fit 2 DSXLs
Yep.
in one pocket,
Yep.
4 phones in the other pocket, along with like his keys and his shit.
Yeah.
I have never been able to fit a phone in a pocket that I didn't buy out of the men's section.
Not front pockets, back pockets.
But my phone sticks out.
Yeah, even then, phone sticks out. You're right.
And people are like, why do you break your phone so often? And I'm like, it falls out of my pocket and hits the ground.
My pocket's tiny.
I always have the problem, especially in like the seats at school, have like they have a
The
gap.
hole through it. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
hole
have a
through
gap in
or
the back.
seat in the. Yeah, I
And
know
my
what you're
phone
talking about.
will get caught in that, so when I stand up, it just flips out and falls through the hole.
Some kind of good things that are happening with pockets.
Yes.
Pockets in dresses and skirts and leggings are the best, and designers need to keep doing it. Put pockets on fucking everything.
It is the most exciting thing to pick out something cute and realize it has pockets.
Yeah.
That are big.
I could like put my phone in here. I could put candy in here. I could put
Yes.
anything I want in here. I had pockets in my wedding dress, and it actually made a big
Same.
difference. You did too?
Thanks.
Very nice.
Snacks.
Yes, I
Carry
carried
around
candy.
snacks.
I put my phone in there. I put my vows in there.
Nice.
And I put my vows in the pocket that was going to be closest to the audience. So whenever I like took it out, I heard the come across the crowd, and everybody said something. You have pockets in your dress. That is awesome.
Yes. My favorite like meme format is when you tell somebody you like their skirt and they go, "Thanks, it has pockets," and then do like a little dance.
They like put their hands in their pockets and like twirl around. It's the cutest thing.
the
and
best.
I'm so hyped for them.
Everyone should make it a priority to make girls smile in that way.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just the easiest way to make a girl's day.
It's like, oh, think it has pockets. You see?
It's like you thought of me as a woman and know the struggle, so you got me something cute with pockets.
Figuring out things have pockets yourself is the best. You're at a store,
Yes.
and you're like, I really like this skirt, but I'm not sure. You figure out it has pockets.
Done deal.
It's a definite buy.
yes.
If it's a skirt that you kind of like and it has pockets,
Mhm.
yes. Same thing with leggings. Except, I don't know, it's the same thing with like bulging of the shape line, with like the silhouette. I think the most I would want to put in my leggings pockets is maybe my phone.
Leggings that I have usually have the pockets along the side of the leg.
Yeah.
So they go like all the way down your thigh. Those are great. Yeah, because I can slide my phone and I can slide my wallet in the other.
If you're going on a run, that's what you need.
Yeah, if you're exercising.
And the pockets are like long.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
yeah.
like gravity helps it stay in there.
Exactly. If anybody knows of a company specifically where women make clothing that has pockets, we will shout them out and hit them up for sponsors.
Oh yeah, and y'all can go buy their stuff. Absolutely, go support a small business. That would be cool.
Absolutely. Women-owned small businesses.
The next thing, hair and makeup. Where to begin? Styling one's hair has been a practice probably since the beginning of time, especially when there aren't efficient ways to cut it. Styling hair is the next best thing. Braids have historically been very popular, and they've dated all the way back to about 3500 BC. Braids originated from African culture, in and amongst African tribes. They would braid their hair differently to tell the tribes apart. It would be a symbol of status. If you've ever seen braids from African culture, they are gorgeous.
Yeah, like
They can be
cornrows.
super ornate, bun styles, like put beads in them, like beautiful. When I was researching, I saw specifically the people of Africa, the people of Himba and Namibia. So those two countries kind of popped out. Hairstyles have evolved over time, less from just braids to mainly updos to shaved heads to letting hair just grow out as long as you want it to.
Going back to braids right quick.
Braids.
I always think of like Celtic braids as well.
Viking, like Dutch braids.
Because it's the same status symbol and stuff like that.
And like distinguish between different little villages and tribes. If you go to an Irish festival, you'll see tons of really cool braids.
Yeah.
It's really cool whenever they get guys. Whenever guys like mix their hair and braid it in with their beard.
Yeah.
That is so cool to me. Hair and gender kind of came up in my mind. Historically, men, at least in the Western world, were expected to have shorter hairstyles.
Yep.
Short hair was really popular in the 20s and 30s amongst women. It was easier to take care of, and it was war times.
Just a more functional hairstyle.
You see a lot of moms cut their hair short after they have kids, which is completely understandable, especially if you have some thick, long hair. Short hair is the way to go if you have a newborn.
Then they can't grab it and eat it because kids are weird. Babies will grab your hair and they're so strong.
They have ridiculously strong grip strength for no reason at all.
Baby strength is crazy.
You ever tried to like change a baby's diaper and they don't want it to be changed?
No.
They could kick you, and baby strength is ridiculous.
I am notorious for not being good with kids.
Yeah.
I don't have any younger siblings. I don't have any younger
That's fair.
cousins. I'm like the youngest in
Yep.
my generation. So all the babies are popping up now, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this thing. Don't give it to me. I'm going to break it. Stop.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it.
I know when they wiggle when you pick them up, and I'm like, please, you're going to die. Like, please stop
It makes
this.
you nervous. Your head, it's going to fall off.
Yes.
It won't fall off.
I don't know. It won't.
I know it won't. It won't fall off. It's just really like not good to let it hang when they're newborn. They want to see things, so they're always constantly trying to move. So
Yeah.
it only takes a couple months to strengthen up, and then they're okay.
Once they can like sit up on their own.
Yeah, once you can sit up with a baby, I'm a lot more comfortable with it.
But yeah, I have had babies grab my hair. Can't even imagine what moms deal with.
This was just my observation about hair. Short hairstyles, you have a short hairstyle.
I do.
They're kind of in a limbo, it seems. If a lady has a short hairstyle, they might get confused for a boy or are deemed a Karen or you're just a lesbian.
Yeah.
It's valid to just want to have short hair.
Thank you. Yes, it is. I agree.
I like having long hair at the moment.
Yeah.
In 5 years, if I want to shave it, I might. I don't know. I'm not ready for that right now,
It's
though.
a freeing experience. I recommend it if you ever have the chance. It'll grow back.
I've always just had long hair, so short hair to me used to be a signifying thing of like, oh, you're a boy. Boys have short hair. Girls have long hair. You're a boy. You have long hair. That's kind of cool, but also kind of weird. My brothers both had long hair growing up, and they got confused for girls all the time.
Yeah.
Reagan's hair is longer than mine and thicker and nicer and beautiful. And yeah, he will get asked why he has such long hair, and he'll get asked all the time, when are you thinking about cutting it?
What's your response, Reagan?
Whenever people ask me when I'm going to cut it, I just say whenever I want to, like whenever I feel like it. It's like, I don't have girl hair. I just have long hair. It's like girls have short hair too. And then I'll be like, if the kid has short hair, why do you have girl hair? Some girls have hair like that. And he's like, oh, I don't. I have boy hair. And it's like, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. There's no girl hair
yeah.
and boy hair.
Length of your hair, I don't think that should be gendered.
No.
It's not a gendered
Styling,
thing.
maybe, but
Yeah,
like,
maybe some certain styles.
if I have my hair pulled back into a ponytail or a bun, that's not exclusively a
No,
girl
but if
thing.
you take time to put curls in your hair and maybe do it all up like Marilyn Monroe.
Or if I got bangs, maybe. I don't think that would work.
No. So some styles may be gendered, which is okay, but length. Come on, you guys. So
No.
metalheads can have long hair,
Absolutely.
but because they're wasting their life being metalheads, it's okay. That's not true. None of that's true.
Can you imagine headbanging without long hair?
No.
Like, come
Stop
on.
bored.
I've had hair that was cut probably down to about chin length for my entire childhood when I was young because I have really thick hair and it knots up so bad. And I would scream and cry
Yeah.
when they were trying to brush
Yeah.
my hair. So they always kept it short out of convenience.
Yeah.
Kept it short all through elementary school. And then when I kind of was like, okay, well, I want to grow it out, it was so hot all
Yeah.
the time.
Here in Canada.
Global warming, thanks. I would overheat because the back would be so
Yeah.
thick right against like
Right against your neck.
my
It's
cortex, where my thoughts are. Yeah, and it would just be unbearable. So then I would grow it out and I'd shave the back.
Mhm. I
I'd
knew a
sh-
girl in high school that did that every year.
Yeah, I'd shave a little triangle in the back because it would keep it way cooler and I could have pretty long hair and braids and stuff like that. Throughout my life, I've gone through phases of short hair. I have vivid memories in middle school of being mistaken for a boy. I feel like it should have bothered me more than it did. But I remember I was on a like school trip and we were getting food. I had like a flat bill hat on. I had short hair. I was probably in a t-shirt and skinny jeans. And the guy at the Subway or whatever was like, "How can I help you, sir?" And I just go, can I just get a cheese sandwich? And they were like, but
Yeah.
didn't really like apologize or anything. And I was like, I don't care.
Yeah. I work with kids ages 4 to 12 a lot of the time. And I had this 9-year-old in class the other day. He has long hair. And whenever they come to class in the park, this is outside,
Yeah.
they're wearing like basketball shorts and a t-shirt. You know, it was just like blue basketball shorts,
Yeah.
blue shorts, and a white karate t-shirt. I said, and she does this and blah, blah. And he's like, I'm a boy.
Whoops.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm very sorry. What else do I say?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whoops. My bad. I
Okay.
apologize.
They didn't seem to be too mad about it,
Yeah.
but some people really, really care about looking the gender that they ascribe to, especially kids who like that's their identity, their
They get it from
whole
their
entire
parents.
identity. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess it up again.
Yeah, they get it from their parents because their parents are like, these are boy things. You have to
Exactly.
align with boy things to be a boy. When that's just not true. It's not true for cisgendered people. It's not true for transgender people.
Yeah.
You are who you are. The only people who should know about your genitals are you and your doctor and
Like-
the person who changed your diapers.
Right. And your partner, I guess, whoever you want to share that information with.
Yeah, whoever you're having sex with.
Because I mean, that's kind of important to know if you're having sex with them.
You got to know where to put
You
it.
got to know what to do with the things.
But I mean, yeah, if somebody misgenders you, tell them, I'm a girl. And it's like, oh, my bad. There doesn't need to be a conversation.
No.
There doesn't need to be, oh, well, I'm a transgender person. You know, I'm really trying to pass as a woman. You don't have to pass as anything.
Well,
you are who you are.
yeah.
You dress how you dress. You don't owe anybody an explanation.
Right. You don't feel the need to explain it.
If me as a woman doesn't have to explain it, then you as a transgender woman don't either. Don't give them that satisfaction.
So, or like dyed hair, a lot of times when I was younger, I did think that dyeing your hair was a feminine thing. Like guys just like don't really color or dye their
really?
hair. And if they are, they're probably like goth. Because I saw like goth
Yeah.
guys like dye their hair red.
Yeah.
But I also kind of had the thought like, well, he's probably gay too. Being raised conservative
Yeah.
Christian. That's just wrong. You can dye your hair whatever color you like. And then I was shocked to hear that my own father dyed his hair pink when he was 18. I'm like, what?
Never thought about hair dye that way. But like I said, I have an older brother who's significantly older, and he was dyeing his hair in high school, dyeing
Yeah.
it all different colors. And as soon as he graduated, yeah, it was like purple and blue
Yeah.
and green and pink. And
All of that was
then
just
I
in my
did
head.
that too. And it just, I don't know, it never seemed gendered,
Yeah.
I guess.
It was all in my head up until a certain point. It wasn't really a topic. Yeah, I've colored my hair. You know, my little brother's dyed his hair red. Same time I dyed my hair red. I think that's cute and
That is
funny.
cute.
But he tried to say it was his idea. But I think he
Matching.
just wanted to match me. So I don't think it's a big deal to dye your hair. So if you're a guy and you want to dye your hair, you're thinking about it, do it. It'll look good. And if it's not permanent, even if it is permanent dye, it'll grow out. Be careful bleaching it at home. It's my only thing. Be careful. You could fry your hair.
You can also damage your scalp
Yep.
with bleach. Be careful because growing it back out could be difficult.
If you're unsure, go to a salon. They'll do it for you.
Yeah, the people at the salon are definitely going to know.
Fucking go to okay, guys, go to salons.
Yeah.
This is not just a ladies thing. You can go get your toenails trimmed up and taken care of. You can go get your fingernails taken care of. You don't have to get them painted. Go get your foot scrubbed and get a foot massage at the nail place and it's fine. You can go get your hair done.
Caring about your appearance is not a gendered thing.
No.
Go get manicures and pedicures. Get your hair done by
Absolutely.
professionals.
If you want to go get your eyebrows done,
get your eyebrows waxed,
do
yeah.
it.
It's a satisfying experience.
It really is.
It can be a little painful. You know, beauty is pain.
Makeup?
Yeah.
Cosmetics have been used for about the past 7,000 years and
Yes.
probably more.
Mhm.
That was just one of the first time periods that I saw. Ancient Egyptians wore makeup to indicate status. Cosmetics were mentioned in the Bible when Jezebel put them on her eyelids.
I didn't know that.
Makeup styles have, of course, evolved over time. If you've been alive at all ever, you will have seen that. Makeup has historically, at least in the Western society, been for women, at least in the past century. Past 2 centuries. Men wearing makeup now, because they want to, will most of the time have following assumptions that they're not straight. I can see where you're coming from. I can see why you would think that.
It definitely comes from a stereotype,
Of course.
for sure.
But
Based
if-
in, not facts, but
opinions and assumptions. Based in statistics.
you're more likely to see gay men wearing makeup.
But let's say you have really bad acne and it's a very big source of insecurity for you. Wearing concealer and foundation to help you feel better is okay.
Absolutely.
Big sisters putting makeup on little brothers, I don't think that's going to make them gay.
That's not how being gay works.
Makeup, in my opinion, is there to heighten or emphasize features you already have for occasions. And
Yeah.
it's fun to look extra good. It's fun to do yourself up and look great.
I know a lot of girls who get up every morning and put makeup on because it makes me feel good about the day ahead of me.
That is amazing.
You go, girl.
I'm glad that helps you stay motivated
Exactly.
and helps you feel good and helps you get all your tasks done.
That's how you start your day.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I don't, because I literally slug myself out of bed.
Same. I get out of bed 15 minutes before I gotta go. A lot of the time. I did get up in middle school and high school to do that. And a lot of the time it was because of acne, just super insecure about it. And so then I would just feel the need to go ahead and just put a full face of makeup on if I'm just going to wear concealer. And then I stopped doing that. And nobody seemed to notice, other than like some days I would get told that I look sick.
Yeah, that you look tired.
Yeah.
That's usually what you're going to get if you don't wear makeup one day, and you typically do.
Yeah.
People are like, you look tired. Yeah, I am. I didn't have the energy to cover it up. Sorry.
Does that bother you?
Hope not, because I'm not doing this for you.
Exactly.
The only thing about men wearing makeup is they're not taught proper like skincare rituals. If you're gonna wear makeup, make sure that you have somebody or that you have the internet to tell you, make sure you clean your face properly, make sure you're getting good makeup that's not going to make your skin worse, because that's a huge problem.
Bottom tier drugstore makeup, it just will make your skin worse.
Yeah. And so you end up in a cycle of wearing makeup forever.
Kind of why I don't really wear it very often anymore. It's just because my skin is already struggling and it doesn't help.
It's not in my budget to wear makeup. I feel very blessed that I have pretty clear skin most of the time. It flares up around my period, but it's usually just on my chin and masks.
Masks have not helped. Take care of your skin. Moisturize. Wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen.
Everyone can get melanoma. I don't care what color your skin is.
If you just put it on your T-zone, which is your nose and your forehead and your cheeks, you can get skin cancer. Please, especially with the ozone being as depleted.
I didn't wear makeup on the daily. I've never done that. I've tried, but I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I like to dress up and wear cute makeup sometimes and put on like eyeliner.
Yeah.
Since 2020, since
COVID.
Yeah, since the pandy,
Quarantine.
I just stopped seeing a point in doing it.
Same.
I don't really enjoy it when I wear it. I don't take care of my skin when I do wear it.
Yeah.
I usually, if I wear makeup, I go to sleep in it and wake up with my face printed on my pillow.
That's not usually good.
It's not good. So I was like, if I'm not going to take care of my face, then I can't wear makeup. And I haven't worn makeup since probably June of 2020. Also, yeah, I touch my face all the time. And masks, I just didn't see the point.
If I am going to wear a mask and I want to wear any makeup, I'll just do my eyes. But with quarantine, as you said, like, I just don't see the need to
Yeah.
really anymore. I mean, I had a wedding to go to. I wore some then.
Yeah.
And then I wore some for my birthday lunch. We went to a nice restaurant. Or where I was, I'm feeling kind of good today. Putting on some makeup would would like help me feel even better about myself today. Like I'm feeling a little more confident today. I want to wear some makeup.
Yeah.
That's really the only other time that I would put it on.
Yeah. I've been so depressed the last year. I don't have the energy to do it. But sometimes getting bored and putting on makeup, I do like that.
It was definitely an activity that I did in quarantine. Because you're at home. Nobody's going to see you. You can take it right off if you mess up.
Exactly. I like doing makeup on other people a lot. I like doing like effects makeup and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
So with makeup in the past, let's say 20 years.
Right?
Social media.
Oh,
As long as we've had social media, catfishing has become a thing. I don't really think it's been a thing like before.
I'd say
We've
the
had-
90s catfishing emails.
So you'll see like these alpha males talking about how they hate how women wear makeup because they're lying. That's not how your face look. They're like reacting to a TikTok and like the woman's taking off her makeup and she does actually kind of look pretty different than when she put it on. It shouldn't matter like with or without makeup. A lot of women do wear makeup to, I guess, hide some things or just change their face shape because contouring will do that. And contouring and highlighting and doing all that kind of stuff, it'll just kind of make your face look a little bit different, you know? And a lot of guys don't like that.
I think the problem is guys don't know a lot about makeup.
Yeah.
And so they automatically assume that like covering your face is a form of lying.
Like, what are you trying to hide? And it really could just be, I'm really insecure. I want this date to go well.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I put on some more makeup, it might go better and I'll be more confident.
I saw one that was like, always take a girl swimming on her first date so
Maybe
her makeup
not.
washes off.
Why would she wear makeup? Or would it be like surprise swimming?
That's what I'm saying. And then are you going to be upset with me because I look tired and I have acne?
And that's the same kind of situation where you dodged a bullet.
Exactly.
If they're really that pissed off because you're not wearing makeup or
Yeah.
you look slightly different than when you are wearing makeup, you dodged a bullet.
You really did.
They got to reevaluate some priorities and standards.
That's how you teach men. It's like, I mean, if you're going to be this picky, we have different values in life. I'm sorry, this is not going to work out.
There are 7 billion other fish in the sea.
And that number is growing every day.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess you can't date babies. So, well, okay. No, it's still growing every day.
It is growing every day.
Everybody has birthdays.
The number of people coming of age is growing every day.
I always worry, I want to encourage girls to wear makeup because they enjoy it, but I don't want to encourage them to have to wear makeup.
Yeah, do
And-
what you want, please.
And like guys, a lot of guys are so insecure about wearing makeup, also insecure about their face, and that's just holds them back.
a problem I think too is makeup is marketed to women only.
That's true. That's
And
really
the
true.
packaging is super feminine, and the aisles that you have to go in to get the makeup. If
That's true.
a guy wants to go buy makeup, it can be really uncomfortable. I have a feeling.
I'd say Sephora, all of their stuff is like black and white, and they usually have both men and women workers. And
Yeah, absolutely.
the models
they do.
are men and women.
They do. You can order makeup online.
Absolutely. That's probably actually the move. Plus, you can do like research on the makeup. Make sure you're buying makeup that's not tested on animals.
Yeah, I'm going to shout out again to take care of your skin. And I'm
Yeah.
going to shout out Skincare by Hiram because he, again, skincare god. He is like famous on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Yeah.
has his own like line
Yeah.
of products now. Super eco-friendly, fucking awesome. You know, may even be my feminist icon of the week.
Fuck. It can be a dude. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching his videos saved my skin big time.
That's awesome.
And it's not even great. And I'm okay with that because of all the things Hiram told me.
Your skin does look great. You got a little bit of acne, but you have told me that you have it, and so I can like tell. But like it looks clean and good. So
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
I kind of wanted to talk about contouring. We mentioned that.
I know. I never know how I feel about it.
I have seen videos of ladies contouring their boobs.
Don't do that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about it either. I guess instead of how I feel about it, I want people to really look at how they feel about themselves when they do it. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
That little none of my damn business switch flips in my brain when I
Like,
hear
well,
stuff like this.
yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, whatever, they can do whatever. But I really want women to be confident in their own bodies.
Yeah, if you're not confident in yourself, then you may not be confident to go out and like take care of issues, things that you might need to actually take care of, you know, because you're busy wrapped up in how you look.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that deep
Which is
down
valid, you know.
you're doing it because you enjoy it and not
Absolutely.
because somebody is...
You're not being pressured to do it.
Exactly. I wouldn't do it, that's for sure. I don't feel like I need bigger boobs. Plus, I don't wear bras, so I'd just be contouring jiggle.
Yeah, honestly.
And I mostly wear like t-shirts and stuff. And yeah, contouring your face too. I just want women to reflect on themselves. I guess I want everyone to do that.
Yeah.
To look inward and say, am I doing this because it's something that I love?
Yeah.
Or am I putting the time of my day into how other people should feel about me?
Who are you doing it for? Yourself or other people? If other people is your answer, I would reevaluate why you're doing it. You're not in trouble. I'm
No,
talking
no.
to you like you're in trouble, but like, just think about it because you really may not have. I didn't think about these things.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have had somebody to say, hey, why are you wearing makeup every day? Like,
Yeah.
who are you doing it for? Why
Right.
are you wearing a push-up bra? Why are you wearing these heels? Like,
Yeah, we're definitely not mad at anybody for
No.
doing what they do.
just talking about these things. So the next thing is movie and video game armor on ladies and women.
Oh, no.
So when I looked this up, I found a pretty good article on it, and a quote from it just
Do you
made it made me
source?
laugh. The website was thegamer.com. And the quote is, "It is common knowledge that the heavier your armor, the thicker its plates, the higher its defense will be if you're of the male gender.
Okay.
If you're a woman, on the other hand, it seems skin is the best defense, as the more you show, the more powerful your uterus powers become."
True. Our uterus is a natural defense system from
that
bullets.
that was so funny to me. I was at a baseball game yesterday, and I was doing research for the podcast because we were losing. And yeah, that just made me laugh out loud almost. So what the fuck are video game developers thinking? What are y'all thinking? Boobs. Titties. Armor's supposed to protect the body, protect vital organs and shit, right? So ladies' armored suits, I noticed when I Googled a lot of these images, covered mainly the shoulders,
Okay.
boobies,
Okay.
and sometimes their legs. And they had like boots. So their like ankles and their shins were covered
Gotcha.
a lot of the
Yeah.
time too.
So none of those major arteries.
No.
None of your organs.
No.
Usually the cleavage is showing, so your
Yeah.
heart's right out there, where you can just take damage.
We see similar things in like movies and TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Fitted
just
armor.
take like Wonder Woman. That skirt's tiny. It's protecting vital organs, but that's a tiny skirt. And the shoulders are not covered, and you have bracelets. I know you're Wonder Woman,
Bracelets.
but you have bracelets.
She's like an Amazonian warrior, though.
She is. They're bad bitches.
Wonder Woman is definitely not like the worst outfit.
No. But that's just like one of the ones that made me think, okay, yeah, boobies and butt.
Yeah. Me and my partner were talking about this episode, and we were talking about like how Marvel does their outfits.
That's exactly the next thing.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah, go
also
ahead
going to
then.
say, like, Xena, there's a show called Xena from
Yeah.
the 90s.
Right.
Exposed tummies.
Yeah.
And covered boobies, a skirt, and covered shoulders.
Okay, but what does He-Man wear? Because he's like shirtless.
But he's a guy. He's He-Man. He doesn't need armor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're a woman that doesn't need armor,
Hercules in that world, because Xena and Hercules are in the same universe.
okay.
Because Hercules shows up in the Xena show at one point. Hercules kind of wears some armor, but more or less he just wears like a shirt.
Gotcha.
He doesn't really wear armor. He just wears like a regular ass shirt. But yeah, we were talking about Marvel movies.
I was going to praise them
Oh, yeah.
for how both genders' outfits are like...
In Shang-Chi.
no, just in general.
Oh, okay. But in Shang-Chi especially, you pointed that out to me when we were at the theater.
Oh yeah, they have the
watching it.
same. They have the same armor, except
Yeah.
hers is silver and his is red. I thought that was really cool. I
Yeah.
really liked the way they
Yeah.
did that. But I was watching Captain America: Winter Soldier,
Mhm.
and Chris Evans' armor. Sorry, his name's not Chris Evans. Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers' armor and Black Widow's armor.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever her name is.
You got both of those right.
Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson. Their armor is like really tight and
Uh-huh.
like fitting.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm much more okay with it if it's for everybody.
Yeah.
If you're consistent.
Yeah. Which Marvel does, like most of their armor is pretty tight fitting.
It's pretty consistent. Any of the Wakandan armor,
Mm-hmm.
it's got vibranium like
Woven
laced through
into the
woven
clothes.
into it, and
Badass.
the Dora Milaje.
Uh-huh.
They've got like badass outfits.
Yeah.
That are feminine and protective,
Yes.
which I think is totally fine. Outfits can be feminine,
Yeah.
but they have to be realistic.
Exactly. If we haven't said it before, we are crazy fans of the MCU. I'm
Big
not sure
Marvel fans.
we literally have a Captain America shield sitting in the room right now that a friend gifted us.
Yes.
That is a 1-to-1 model made by the same company
An
that made
accurate
the
scale.
actual prop. So we're kind of crazy fans.
Yeah.
We love this topic.
And I like Black Widow's outfits because I think, she's a spy. It's got to be slim. It's got to be close to her
You
body.
can't be dragging around,
Yeah, exactly.
clunking everywhere.
She doesn't need like armor necessarily because she's like covert, spy, quiet.
The
She's
whole
stealth.
time.
It's stealth.
She's stealthy.
Yes. So I really like the way MCU does their stuff.
Yeah.
Except for the men we were talking about. All of the men have to have like a shirtless scene.
Absolute. Every movie show that they're coming out with, there has to be a shirtless scene. Yeah, each
And these
hot guy needs at least one shirtless scene.
these guys have to be hot.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they've got to,
They spend months building up muscle.
and to keep it, their entire job has got to be working out and keeping their abs. And we're talking about how they probably have to like dehydrate themselves to get the real
Yeah.
like ab
Yeah.
shapes in these.
They can't so that also means that they can't really eat before they
Yeah.
film because they'll be
Exactly.
bloated.
Exactly. I think it's intense, I guess.
It is. Keeping that like Dorito shape. Another Marvel related thing and just also like action movie.
Mhm.
If they want their badass ladies to look good, they'll put them in wedges. Even
Yeah.
in war, in rugged terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, practical?
No.
No, not at all. But it makes them look good.
Impossible? Also no.
I would just like to see, maybe sometimes, at least while they're fighting, big time fighting,
Yeah.
some normal shoes. And think about the character. Gamora, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
being Thanos' daughter.
Mhm.
Okay, she's probably really smart, knows a lot about like war and fighting.
Yeah.
I do not think that wedges would be her first shoe of choice.
Right.
That character, that would not be her first shoe of choice.
I want to say that's not always. Like, Black Widow definitely does.
She definitely does.
Wanda definitely does.
Okay, here, and I even got this. Let me call out the YouTube channel. So it gave me this idea. I found this information about the wedges in Marvel movies. She has a video kind of talking about it
Right.
on YouTube. Her name is Jill Bearup, Bearup.
Yep.
She has, like 30,000 subscribers or 300,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good channel.
Nice.
Talks a lot about clothes and practical clothes, wearing dresses during sword fights, and like wearing wedges in war and stuff like that.
Nice.
And the title of the video that I watch is "These Shoes Will Kill You."
That's great.
So go watch it. It's a good video. She does a lot better job of going in depth, and she like wears wedges and like gets
Yeah.
in some muddy grass and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's a good video. Go check it out. So we're gonna kind of finish up, kind of revisit anything that we might want to talk about.
Right.
Do you have anything you want to revisit?
We're definitely going to do an entire like in-depth episode on makeup, most likely.
Yes.
There's a lot of information.
So styles are definitely changing.
Always.
Always. And the shift from buying clothes at the store to buying clothes online has caused a lot of waste in the fashion industry.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So I kind of want to talk about fast fashion
Yeah.
for a moment. So you'll see like websites like Shein and Romwe. And now the issue with those kinds of sites and things like that, and Amazon, and especially the places that they're made, probably sweatshops,
Mm-hmm.
and you could kind of just tell from the prices and the quality of the clothing and things like that. It creates a lot of waste because of how fast styles are changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like something could be in fashion one week and literally next month it's no longer in style.
Exactly.
I just want to encourage everybody, maybe buy some basics from there if you're going to get anything, because they do have some good basics for good prices.
Right.
Really good prices, like a hat or a basic white t-shirt. Try to buy sustainably. Try to buy from a thrift store or
I like that.
something like that. Just hand-me-down clothes are okay.
I like
or
that.
if you get clothes from a friend,
Go ahead.
that's okay.
I like that you mentioned that. I think Macklemore
Thrift shop.
had it right.
Yeah.
Shop at a thrift store. It's
One man's
cheap.
junk is another man's treasure.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Fashion is really cyclical.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a lot of the
Absolutely.
stuff.
There's
from
like
the
a 20-year
90s.
rule.
Absolutely.
I hear a lot in the fashion 20 to 30 year rule. I hear a lot.
In thrift stores, you can find a lot of that old stuff to come back around. I love buying like big t-shirts and stuff and cutting them up.
Yep.
I don't like buying new stuff. It feels wasteful to me, and I know how much plastic the fashion industry uses
Especially-
and how detrimental it can be.
Right. Polyester is plastic, you guys.
It is plastic.
So if your clothes are mostly polyester, I would maybe think about holding on to them a little bit longer,
yeah.
or don't throw them away. You can use them as rags when you can't use them anymore.
True. I would say a lot
Recycle.
of that plastic is going to come out in your washing machine, unfortunately, and it gets into our
Very true.
local estuaries and water sources and things like that. So you always want to be careful. You don't need new clothes every day.
You really don't. Or even every season.
Yeah. Re-wearing clothes is important,
And you'll see these things on the internet where girls are buying, maybe guys. I really haven't seen any guys do this. I've mainly only seen girls do this, but they'll have like a haul. They'll buy like 50 items from Shein,
yeah.
or it'll be like, I'm going to spend $100 at Shein and this is what I got.
Yeah.
That's you have that video every season.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with the clothes that you're not wearing anymore?
Exactly. Those clothes still hold value.
If it's not spring anymore,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. Wear it next spring.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Mix and match it, all that kind of stuff. We haven't gotten a chance to talk about the Met Gala much, but that's fine.
Shit, I really meant to do that.
Whatever.
It,
We'll talk about it right quick.
There's tons of people who have already talked about it.
That's true. I saw one thing. I saw an article that was like the most sustainable outfits from the Met Gala 2021.
Yeah.
And my immediate thought was the least sustainable thing on the planet is buying an outfit that you're going to wear once.
Oh yeah.
It's not sustainable if you can't sustain it. So
Yeah.
let's really figure out what we mean by the word sustainable, because it's lost all meaning in our media. And
Yeah.
it's detrimental to our livelihood and our animals and the climate. We can't keep this up, guys. Fashion is fun, but it needs to be checked on.
It's a source of waste. A lot of waste.
Waste and insecurities, and we just gotta make sure it doesn't get out of control. And I think it kind of has.
Yeah.
I want a girl with a short skirt and a long.
Do you have a feminist icon of the week?
My feminist icon of the week, I'm going to go ahead and just shout out Hiram. Skincare by Hiram, because I feel like I should have done this already. He's awesome. Go check out his YouTube channel, subscribe, go follow him, tell him that you heard about him from us. Do it. It would be so cool if he listened to my podcast. I would freak out.
That would be
I would be
awesome.
I would just be so happy if he listened to my podcast. Hiram, if you're listening, thank you for helping my skin.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
So sweet.
Okay. Do you have one?
I do. I read webtoons a lot.
Nice.
Big
My
fan
sister
of
does.
webcomics. I know I feel like the oldest person that reads webtoons, but
I feel
It
like
keeps-
you're not.
it keeps me off of social media.
That's good. Because
It's
how
a-
you're on your phone scrolling still, but it's not social media.
but it's not social media. It's reading stories and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to shout out the comic writer Miranda Munt. She writes the webcomic Muted, and it's about witches and like
Ooh.
yeah. So all of the characters, it's a woman cast essentially.
Okay.
There
awesome.
are men in it, but you
It
know it's
passes the Bechdel test.
yes, and it's about like family dramas and stuff like that. The main character is she likes women as well,
Nice.
as far as I can tell. I
Yeah.
don't know if she likes men.
That's what you can assume.
She also writes one called Lovebot that I haven't read, but I really like her writing, and I really like the way she includes characters with disabilities, and a lot of the characters don't look like one kind of person, and I just really like how it's feminism without needing to be feminism. You know what I mean?
Which is how it hopefully will ultimately be in the future.
Yeah. It's like we can have a full
this is
woman
just
cast
life.
without it being a feminist reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is just life. This is just a part of how we do things.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think if you learned some new things, go ahead and let us know.
Please.
I hope this one was entertaining. You know, pretty anecdotal. Got to learn some history.
We got pretty passionate
Yeah.
about pockets there for a minute.
Yeah, that's good. A few quick reminders. You can donate to our Patreon for bonus arts and crafts episodes, and we talked about doing a drag episode. We talked
Yeah.
about a lot of things.
Yeah.
We'll it's bonus shit.
It's bonus shit.
You know, if you like the show, please let us know. Rate us on podcast things. You can find us pretty much everywhere except for Apple.
They still haven't put us up.
Apparently, Apple hates women.
Stop saying that. They're gonna get so mad at us. Oh my god, that was a joke on Twitter.
Well, then fucking post our podcast. Come on, I'll think differently when you act differently.
All right.
Message us on Twitter with ideas for episodes or just to say hello. We'd love to talk to you guys. We'll shout you out if you like give us some interesting facts. We love. I can't speak for Stacey what kind of facts you love, but I love like kooky like history facts. So if you have like a crazy history fact like about women or just about something you've heard us talk about, let us know.
Let us know.
That would be really cool to learn. I like learning new stuff. If you hate the show and you truly cannot stand the idea of two women talking into a microphone for an hour, donate to our Patreon and really tell us how much you hate our voices.
Yeah.
We'll read it out.
Yeah, we'll read your hate mail if you
Extra
donate.
squealy
Yeah.
voices. Boys, next time you see your friend staring at a lady walking down the street, please punch them in the face.
Yeah.
And then let that lady know if she saw him, like, I'm so sorry. He's untrained.
Yeah.
We're
working on it.
We're working on him. I'm so sorry. Have a good day. And let that be the end of it. Don't ask her for a drink. Don't ask her for a number.
No.
That's it. But do punch your boy. Thank you very much. And you will hear from us next week unless bras strangle us to death and we just pass over and hit our heads on the toilet.
It's true. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.